We apologize. We had some technical difficulties this morning, but hopefully we're good to go and rolling. My name is Olga Dietrich in sales, and with me I have Lacey Line, our advertising solutions rep. And Lacey, what are we talking about today?
Well, Olga, there are lots of different aspects of the things that each of our business owners really kind of carry as far as the different hats that they have to wear for their business. And so today, we really thought maybe we would talk about kind of social media and all those different platforms and how to be able to handle all of those kind of in one place, if that makes sense.
Great. Yeah. Social media is a hot topic for anybody who runs a business on their own. They know they have to do social media, right?
They do. It's really key in helping, establish your business and help it grow and really just continue to be in contact with your customers. So
today you're going to give us some tips on how to do that effectively?
I am. So there's a number of different programs, but today we're going to kind of address and look at a program called Hootsuite, which is a web-based program. And so we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit.
Okay. So what does Hootsuite do?
Well, first of all, it does a couple of different things. But first of all, when we talk about social media as a whole, we know that there's a number of different platforms to it, or steps to it, if you want to call it that way.
Okay.
So there are obviously a number of different apps, programs, using each of those that you have to manage every day. And so Hootsuite, kind of what it does is it actually helps bring it all together. It helps you manage all of your social media marketing kind of in one place, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. So the issue is basically that you're trying to run Facebook, you're trying to run your Instagram, you're trying to run your YouTube, and it just takes a lot of time to update all of them. And Hootsuite will kind of combine that into one spot. Is that
right?
What it does?
So instead of basically having to go out and do something specific to just Facebook and then Instagram and then YouTube, a program like Hootsuite helps kind of bring it all together so that you can really manage all of them in one place. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That sounds exciting. Well, let's talk a little bit about that in more detail.
Yeah, so Hootsuite as a program as a whole really focuses on helping you reach out to your audience efficiently, kind of like we were just talking about, how you could spend literally just 1 hour a day just on Facebook alone.
And then an hour for YouTube, and then an hour for Instagram, and then an hour for whatever else you have.
So when you spend all of those hours working on all of those social media platforms, at some point you gotta kind of work your job, right?
You kind of forgot to run your business as well.
Right. So Hootsuite, a program like that, really brings it together and helps you be able to have that social media platform with really great time management. It also really helps simplify, publishing all of your social media accounts across the board, because like I said, you can kind of do it in one place versus each individual one. It also has different aspects that helps you really look at your return on investment to see, if the money that you're spending on campaigns or trying to drive awareness to your page is really worth the bang for your buck. Per se. And it really helps you also understand how you're communicating your brand to your customer base and to those new potential customers that you're looking to reach.
So, great. So it does a whole number of things.
Yeah.
It's not just a one deal package. It does multiple things and helps you also with, as you mentioned, kind of analyzing your social media, not just managing it, but also analyzing how it's performing for you.
Right.
That's
exactly.
pretty neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really, if you think about it as a business owner, your number one question when it comes to advertising or in your just daily, focus of your business is, what is your time worth? Yeah. If you really put a dollar amount on, what's your time worth, that's kind of breaks down the different programs that, packages, I should say, that Hootsuite offers. So they offer a 30-day free trial from the beginning. So that you have the ability to kind of get to know the program and see if it's going to work for you. And then from there, it does cost a monthly fee based upon how many profiles that you need to manage or how many users that you have. But when it comes down to it, our time is kind of invaluable as business owners or employees. And so, an investment like this to help you, really, I'm not sure that you can put a monetary value on it.
That's right.
So
that's right.
The different accounts that Hootsuite can help you manage: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, YouTube, Instagram. Those are the 6 main that this particular program can help you manage across the board, just so that, if there's a couple of them that you have, but you don't have all of them, just know that you can use Hootsuite to manage one social media platform or all of them.
So Lacey, does this cover kind of what business owners should do for their social media, or are there any that Hootsuite doesn't catch, or do you think that there's some that are absolute must-haves and others that you can kind of maybe depending on your industry?
Yeah,
Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that what social media platforms you're using are very dependent upon the target market that you're trying to reach and the industry that you're working in.
Okay.
Obviously, Facebook is really great for anyone. LinkedIn, YouTube, those are really going to be more customizable to the to your client market and also to the industry that you're working in.
Yeah, I
would say.
remember we had a travel agent that said that Instagram was absolutely indisposable for her because she posts pictures all the time of all the great destinations. So Instagram is really, really big deal to her.
Yeah, it is a big deal. And actually, next month, I know we just kind of discussed it this morning that we're going to cover in detail Instagram and kind of how it works and breaking down hashtags and kind of explain how all of that works to be able to add that social media platform to your business if you need to.
So if I, as a business owner, really don't know what fits my business very well because I'm not very versed in that before I even get to a form like Hootsuite, can you guys help me figure that out?
Absolutely. So really, when you get to that platform and you're not sure direction, I have customers that call me all the time and they say, I really just need your help because I'm doing all of these things and I really just need to bring it all together.
Great.
We have the ability to sit down and help you kind of create a map and bring it all together so that you actually know what's working for you and what's not.
Great. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Let's get into the...
Let's take a peek at it and see.
Nitty-gritty.
I just want to give you kind of a short little preview.
We were giving Lacey a hard time because she's a Mac user and she has to deal with the Windows.
And it's not my friend, just for the record. Give me just a second here.
Okay, so what Lacey's doing right now, she went to the Hootsuite website and she's actually logging into her account so you guys can see how she's using it. And that kind of gives you some examples on how to use it for your own business and what the tool can actually do for you. Okay, so I think here we go, almost there.
So like I said, when you originally sign up for Hootsuite, you have a 30-day free trial that you can use, to kind of get used to the program and, decide if it is something that, one, that is going to make use for you, two, if it is an investment that you want to use. The great part about it is that they do have what we call a WISE guide. It will literally help step you through each of those pieces, of adding the social media and how to schedule posts and all of those things. As you can see on here, it's literally a dashboard of all of the activities that are going on in my different social media platforms. From my posts, from my activities, from my timeline, from my messages, it's all in one spot. Over here on the left, you'll see that there is not a drop-down menu, but a side menu that shows the streams, is what we're looking at now. The publisher helps you, create those posts and any graphics that you want to, add with it. The analytics, that would be the information that you want to look at as far as for the return on investment that we talked about, Olga, earlier when we were talking about how, really knowing if you're getting your bang for your buck when you're doing different campaigns or driving, awareness to your page.
Oh, and you can see how it live now tracks your analytics and basically, so it's always in real time.
Right, it is always in real time, and you can go back and just look at, the different things that you're doing through your campaigns, or maybe just your generic likes for your page, or the engagement that you get from the customers.
And do you just have Facebook tied to this now, or do you have multiple?
No, I actually also have Instagram, but
great.
Instagram shows up on just on the other side of all of this right here. And this is not scrolling for me because it's not a Mac and it's a PC.
Right
but
here. So if you were to scroll over, you could see your Instagram
right.
posts.
So there's additional information on there. So when you're, adding, up here, for example, when you're, want to make a post, you can choose any of the social media accounts that you have linked to there and be able to make a post from there.
So basically, instead of having to, as you said earlier, instead of having to log into Facebook post and then log into Instagram post, log into YouTube post, you can actually do it all right here and just say where you want to post it. And it also gives you the ability to maybe select posts just to certain platforms, not all of them.
Correct. And it also gives you the ability to schedule. So if you know that next week you are wanting, to highlight a sale or something that's going on, but maybe you're taking a Caribbean vacation, you can pre-schedule those things to make sure that they're still showing up, even though you're on the beach. You know what I mean?
Oh, great,
so
great.
That helps you out. But just kind of gives you a general overview of kind of how that program works as a whole.
And in general, it's a web-based program, so you can access it from everywhere.
Correct. And it also does have an app. So you do have the ability to also do that from your smartphone or your pad or, anything that needs to be done.
So Lacey, let me ask you, when we're talking about this, when you want to get going with Hootsuite as a business owner, what do you think is the time investment? First of all, to set it up correctly, to know what accounts to tie in with that, and then maybe to do a schedule, and then on a weekly or daily basis, how much time do I need to spend on this?
So really, originally just setting it up, and starting your trial period and getting your accounts linked, I'm going to say probably 15 to 20 minutes. But the key of it is that there's training that's going to be involved. If you're not super computer savvy, it's going to take you a couple hours of training, maybe not in one day, but over a course of time to really get familiar with the program as to how it works, how you want to post. Because the realization of it is that you don't want to do, some accidental dummy posts, you thinking that you're doing it right, and then it doesn't, because those will actually post to your social media platforms, and your customers are going to see it, right?
Okay, so you better know what you're doing.
Right, and so then keep in mind that as you're learning this, you're obviously still taking your time for, like an hour a day for Facebook and then Instagram. You're still having to, allocate that time to do the social media posts until you learn the program overall. So it's really a time investment overall as a program.
So if you think you're a pro, what's the running kind of tool you have to do every week that you spend on that?
Yeah, if you're a pro, and I'm not even a pro, but if you're a pro, I would say probably about an hour, hour and a half a day. So you're still looking,
So if you're not a pro, at least 2-3 hours a day to do this?
Absolutely.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay,
yeah,
so it's still taking a lot of, it condenses the time you need versus maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, but you still need to allocate about 10, 15 hours a week.
Correct.
Just for your social media.
Yeah, it is definitely, the marketing program as a whole is definitely one of those things that, you could really hire someone part-time or full-time if that's something that you feel like is in your budget. Obviously, that's an investment in your business as well, unless you're truly going to take on the hat of being able to do it all on your own.
So what if, as a business owner, I love this, I think this is a great idea, but I just don't have the time or expertise to spend, 2-3 hours a day on this.
Right.
And I just need help with
Yeah, absolutely. So when you get to that point and you really feel like you can't hire a part-time person or a full-time person, then we're kind of your full-time part-time person to help out. Because we have an amazing social media team and a digital marketing team that has the ability to step in and really play that key part in your business.
And they will take care of your posts, etc., and make sure everything goes out on time and everything looks good. And they will also provide you the analytics part of it?
They will. And the great part about it is that we sit down and we kind of discuss with you what it is that you're looking for and what we can provide, and make sure that we're all on the same page and have communication as to what your expectation is.
Great.
But, absolutely easy to partner with us to be able to get that done.
So you're not only getting the tool, but you're also kind of getting the consulting piece and really the strategic outlook of where you should take your marketing. Is that right?
That is, and actually it's really, Olga, the best way I can explain it is literally just taking the marketing hat off and kind of giving it to us.
Nice. Yeah. So you're basically getting a marketing department without having to hire a full-time person.
Right.
And you're not just getting one marketing person, you get all of our designers, our marketing gurus that we have on staff.
Right. Exactly. You're getting a whole media team.
Great.
Yep,
Great.
exactly.
Okay, fantastic. So are there any other options than Hootsuite? You presented Hootsuite?
There are, yeah. So the outside of Hootsuite, there are a number of other programs. They all, in some form or another, they do offer some type of a free trial. Some of them are a week, some of them are 30 days. And then they all are a paid service after that.
So you have to really understand the value that you're putting into your marketing.
Yep, you do.
Okay, it's more than just a tool.
Yes.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Very good, okay. Well, thank you so much for being here with us
Yeah,
today and
absolutely.
covering Hootsuite and social media in general.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, Lacey has her contact information up here. So feel free to reach out to us and to give us a call about anything we can do for you with our advertising solutions department.
And make sure that in March you take a look and follow us because our next Advertising Advantage webinar is going to be covering, like I said, Instagram, hashtags, and kind of how all that works in one. Okay.
Yes, and check out our website for more free stuff like webinars on advertising or technology or anything that Nex-Tech can help you with.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.